everyone, welcome to Ready Steady Crit. I'm Dungeon Master Harna, and joining me is my usual rigmarole of cold people. Let's kick off with the person who believes that we are most likely going to be hit by Skynet, and we'll work our way down to the person who doesn't really care.
Hi, I hate AI. Definitely because I'm worried about Skynet, and definitely not because I feel it's replaced me as the party artist of my D&D group. Definitely not petty reasons. I play Malice Zavia, the Drow Cleric, and I will pass it on to the next person.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I didn't hear anything.
We're just introducing the same thing we always do.
All right, it's going to be me then, I suppose. Yeah, connect. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, my name is Will Sword. I play Bahagor, a white dragonborn warlock. Nice guy, likes milk, friendly, a bit clumsy, just like Will Sword, strangely. Right, and
do you also drink copious amounts of milk, Will?
I don't actually drink goat milk. I think goat milk is not very nice.
I demand that for the final session, Vilsort drinks a pint of goat milk on camera.
I think goat milk and goat's cheese, other goat-based products.
I like goat cheese. I like goat cheese. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever had goat milk, actually. I've heard it's pretty salty. But
he might fucking love this shit.
Maybe.
Wasn't goat's milk.
You need to, like, find your local Jamaican place. You can have a goat milk, goat cheese, and some curried goat.
The whole shebang.
So anyway, I'll go next.
One goat.
I'm Rob. I play Bodger. He's a halfling monk. For the season finale, I will sit on the floor so you can only see my forehead, and I will swing at something with my fist and or foot and miss. Yeah, Bodger is just a little guy. Wants to save the whole party, but we don't talk about that, and he's suspicious of people who drink copious amounts of milk.
As he should be.
Mostly for gastrointestinal reasons rather than anything else. You know, it's a global warming crisis up in 10 towns, and we know who's causing it.
All the methane. Also, hi, I'm Adam. I play Scratch, our human droid. For the final session, I'll try to bench press my body weight or die trying. That's how it is to play a character.
The worst bit is, he's so far from us, we couldn't even, like, call someone for help. Like, we can't even connect to his, like, local, like, police or ambulance service. Like, he's in a different country.
Today's news, man dies live on Twitch.
Isn't discovered for 3 days.
Wait, or so I should be good.
2 days then, cool.
Alrighty.
But I play Scratch. She likes to drink ale, arm wrestle, turn into owls and bears, and she has beef with the ice owl, the Frostmaiden.
Also, if we're all gonna do character-related things for the final session, what the fuck am I gonna do? Get a slave?
I was gonna say, as long as you don't do blackface, you're gonna be alright. The only thing that stopped me dressing up as fucking what was his name, Jarlaxle for the finale of Dragon Heist was I would have had to have done blackface.
I think I could get away with Malice because she's like pretty grey.
Yeah, you could go like a Marceline vibe.
Yeah. Like, you know, I probably wouldn't try to run for anything political afterwards, but I think I could get away with it.
So did some politicians.
I think you could. I think you could cut out an eye.
Yeah, for the last session, I will stab out one of my own eyes.
Or more realistically, just bring a creature that's like we've never seen before, which if you Vilsort is apparently a stick insect.
Komodo dragon, just bring
I mean, like,
if it makes you feel better, Vil, I had to explain to a girl in my animal management that the reason the bird in the back of the class hadn't moved the whole session is because it was taxidermy and died many years ago.
Wow.
And she was like, so it's a fake bird? And I'm like, I mean, inside, yes. Outside, real bird.
She also mistook an IKEA toy, didn't she?
Yeah, but that was because it was inside a hammock, so you couldn't see it. You could just see there was weight in the hammock. But she was like, what's in here? And I was like, that's a toy. You need to get better at identifying animals. Not even the kinds of animals, just what is and isn't an animal.
That's a low wisdom character right there. Who wants to remind us what was happening last time? Because it's been a hot minute.
Oh,
We're
fucking
being
no.
stormed by a village mob.
Not very well. Like
No.
someone can hear someone the militia coming in, like the
Yeah,
guards.
well, we investigated a frozen boat because we heard there are
Oh
Duergar
shit,
there.
yeah. And then we killed
And
some people.
we kind of killed all the fucking
Did some
Duergar
torture.
in some ways.
Did it,
I
like,
recall somebody turning large in the mice hole and cutting themselves in half.
One of the
think that's
Duergar
some
tried to
of them,
flee by shrinking to tiny size and running through a little mouse hole, and as they fled, got opportunity attacked, and then returned to normal size, and then was just had their spine kind of like.
It's the canonical ending of Peter Pettigrew.
Did we let a couple of these guys leave?
I thought
or
Peter
just one?
Pettigrew, like, strangled himself with his own fake hand.
No, he like at least in the movie he was running through a mouse hole and he turned big, and I think it would go the same way, to be honest.
Oh, because he does die in the end, doesn't he? But he
He does. Yeah.
he like chokes himself out with his own like fancy golden hand.
I'm pretty sure you did let one of them, or were at least planning on letting one of them leave.
I think
We let one of them leave.
Yeah.
He left.
We
We were like, get the fuck out. We were like, we can either kill you quickly or you can get the fuck out of here. And he was like, I'll just leave. Thanks.
Or he doesn't know where to go.
Yeah, it sounded like he, if he went back to his boss, he's probably gonna get killed for letting his boss's son die.
Like, he's probably not a threat.
He's probably right. Yeah. And yeah, and we caused a bit of a ruckus, and so the village militia is coming to say hi.
There was giant Duergar on top of the ship at one point, on the old ferry, which is directly in view of the White Lady Inn, where you guys are hoping to go to a seance.
It just happens, you know. What happens in Glasgow stays in Glasgow.
But yeah, you head, you kind of like stand on the pier, the militia are kind of like approaching, and I think they kind of ask you something along the lines of like, you know, what's happening here? What's going on?
Bahagor, you care to explain, or, you know, vysvětlit?
I don't know.
But
Sorry,
That's
I
the
was
best
replying
you
for a
can
message.
do?
I didn't listen to the question.
alright, so long story short, these hereby Duergar should nod to the where are there any remains around?
We were dumping them in a hole.
Yeah, you had
Oh.
punched a hole in the bottom of the ferry, and then you were pushing the bodies out
I don't think we
through
were
that
quite
hole.
finished
Is-
with that, though.
Yeah, I think we destroyed it. Yeah, we made holes to flood it up, and then
Right.
our aim was to get the thing to sink to the bottom. Now,
Yeah, but it was too wide to sink, but we
Yeah.
were able to get a hole big enough for the
Yeah,
bodies
you've
to get
been
down.
basically pushing the bodies out under the ice, so they can be hidden that way.
The Duergar that we spared still with us?
No, he ran.
No, I think he turned invisible
He
and he
left.
fucked
Yeah,
off.
left.
Rapido.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
did-
Then you guys then started like
Some
just hiding the bodies.
okay, so she was alright. So, long story short, there were Duergar here accessing this ship. You can have a look inside. They were a task force of a Duergar army that's planning to attack 10 towns. This was their extended host. If you wish to see proof, we have letters about their communications. And so we figured that we'd try and ambush them and get more information to hand it to proper authorities, which, to be fair, in 10 towns is pretty sparse. And we got into a fight with them, and we were victorious.
See
Sorry
one of
for
them,
the mess.
one of them like holding a torch, like looks, goes like, "Wait here, you two keep an eye on them." And he like goes aboard the ship, opens the door. Good God! Blood on the ceiling.
It's really funny to imagine this like whole thing that happened is like, you know, we got into a fight and like we're just covered in fucking blood and brains and shit.
We're fucking sucked.
Yeah, it's a little bit messy over there. I'm sorry about that.
Like, I'm pretty sure Malice just smashed one of them's skull open with her Morning Star. Like, she is just covered in bits of brain and skull.
You see,
They're
he like
very
takes his
resistant.
torch and he like lights one of the lanterns, and then he puts the torch out. And he goes below deck, and you like hear like sloshing water, and like and it comes back up. And what's with the damage to the ship below? There's a big hole in it. Was that them?
That's
Yes, that was him.
yeah,
Deception
That
check.
happened as a part of the fight.
Yeah.
presumably.
Yeah.
We accidentally
No,
made
okay.
a hole in there.
Can he have advantage from his?
Yes, you can have advantage. Do you have personality deception? To give the help action?
No.
Then you can't help, unfortunately, unless
where
you're
is he? Where
proficiency
is
in the
he?
skill as of the new rules.
For
Sorry.
persuasion.
It's definitely a lie. It was not part of the fight. It was after the fight you were like, we need to hide these bodies or sink this ship, which doesn't belong to us. So you punched a big fucking hole in the bottom of it.
Okay. Well, I'll just have about normal deception then.
Yeah.
I'm lying. But should you want to?
I would like a roll, please, for the lie. Yes, that is generally how we play Dungeons and Dragons. You tell
Okay.
me what to do, and then I tell you what dice to roll.
Oh, he didn't say roll deception. Or did you?
Did I
He did,
fucking
like 3 times.
stutter?
Oh, sorry.
Pay
My mind's
attention,
not-
Bill.
my mind's not there today. Hang on. I have something else.
Here's the player trying to gaslight the DM and
wait.
thinking that he.
You just said I could.
Didn't say
You just
that.
said I could lie for free. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Like, if
I've
you're
got-
clearer with your words, Hannah. Come on.
I'm gonna use my.
I saw a
my
post
lucky. I'm
earlier.
gonna use my lucky.
Go for it.
I saw a post earlier, and it was cats would be so fucking mad if they knew they were missing out on the ability to lie verbally.
Oh,
And it's like,
12. Fuck's sake.
With lucky.
With the lucky,
Yeah,
that's
with
enough
lucky.
because they rolled 10. These are standard malicious and like crazy high wisdom. So you pass. Kind of like, right. Well, I'm sure that I'm trying to remember the name of a fucking NPC. I'm sure that Captain Argoloff will be. I'm a little bit upset about this, but if it wasn't entirely your fault and you were helping clear out these Durgar, you say, do you have any evidence of this?
Yeah, sure.
I have this letter.
oh
I
come
showed
on,
him the
they're
letter.
Duragar. It's like putting down rabid dogs. We're doing a service here.
I don't know. What? You please stop talking.
I show him the letter I have.
Yep.
I found previously.
Takes
And I
it,
give
scrubs
to
through
him.
it. Do you show them the letter about like the one that like you had that led you here as well, or just the one that you found
Yes,
on that
that-
thing?
I'll show the one that led us here.
Yep.
What does the other one say again? The one you found in here?
The one that you found in here, you found like the map of 10 towns.
Oh yeah, and then it kind of he marked down where all the people like were, right?
Yeah, he like pointed to the route. He marked the.
The route, yeah. Okay, I'll show that as well. I'll show both. I'll show both of them, the routes and the map. Here you go. We have a letter that brought us in here in the first place, and we managed to get some information where the Dorgar are currently doing the operation.
All right,
And
this
one
is
of them is this town.
the most unusual. The captain doesn't overly like to be disturbed outside her office hours. Are you? I don't recognize any of you, but maybe you could be. You new here? You passing through?
No, I'm a local. I work as a guide, so maybe. But
To East Haven. You're a guide of East Haven. I don't recognize you.
I'm a guide that like around 10 towns.
Oh, you're it's like an actual guide
Yeah.
of expeditions. I'm more meant that I don't recognize you living here. The East Haven's big, 200, but just shy of 1,000 people or something in that number. But I do. I think I would recognize some of you. Some of you are quite recognizable. He says, looking at like the the like big white dragonborn.
The drow with one eye.
Yeah. Right. Well, are you staying in East Haven this evening, or?
Yes, we have accommodations. Hospoda, a tavern, reserved at the White Maiden.
Ah, good. Not too far. Well, please keep these letters and things. I think the captain would probably like to speak to you tomorrow about what happened here, and we can do a little bit of investigation when the sun is, when the moon is a bit brighter, in a sense, I suppose, whenever we can get some more light, and have a little look around.
Of course. Yes. That sounds splendid.
Okay, so Eric and Weissman, if you want to take these 4 back to the White Lady Inn, just make sure that they don't go anywhere. If you don't mind, I'll just ask you to remain there till tomorrow morning, and then the captain, I'll let her know my report. She should be around fairly early.
I would like to take my letter and my map back.
Oh yes, of course. He has my.
Thank you.
I'd recommend you
Your
keep hold of
captain
those.
is-
I imagine the captain will take a look as well.
No problem. If your captain wants to have a look, you know where to find us.
Yes, well, I don't see any point taking you to the prison, but I think we can just keep a little eye on you in the inn and allow you to stay there. Doesn't seem like there's any current
I do have
threat or
a
danger.
question. Who did this boat belong to?
It belonged to the old ferrymaster. His name is
When you say his name is, or was he still alive? Is he still around
No,
here?
he is still alive.
So why wouldn't he know that these people were pretty much camping in one of his boats?
Yeah, the ferry is owned by a tiefling called Scythen.
Siphon.
yes.
What a powerful name.
Well, you see,
boggles my mind
because
how-
the
why-
lake has been frozen over for several months, Scythen has had no reason to come on the ferry, because the ferry's not been working with all the ice.
And he doesn't get anyone to check on his ferries, on his boats, so things like this doesn't happen.
I mean, if you went on holiday and locked your house, would you check your house and go back?
I mean,
Of course, anyone can pick a lock.
I don't believe there's anything valuable on the ferry, and
mean,
it's not
if it
like
was
it's
a
going
business-
anywhere. And he gestures to the huge sheets of ice.
okay. No, I was just wondering, if this belongs to this person and this person's unaware that these people are staying here, well, maybe he was aware they were staying here. Just let him stay.
Scythen normally drinks at the Wet Trout. If you want to go speak to him, you can maybe do so after you meet the captain tomorrow.
Okay. What's the wet trout? You say?
The Wet Trout. It's a tavern on the north side of town, like far side of town from here, almost the opposite end of the dock.
Okay. Well, it doesn't hurt to ask, I suppose.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. It's the tiefling, right? Siphon the tiefling. Fair enough.
Scythen the Tiefling. He operates the ferry. Yes, the ferry is
Okay.
like run on behalf of East Haven. Though it's not that it's his ship, but he's paid for the service.
Okay. Understood.
Well, we will take you back to the White Lady Inn, and like I say, the captain will no doubt come find you in the morning if she so wishes, or at least relieve these two from keeping an eye and let you go on your way if she finds no reason to talk to you.
Gee,
Yes.
gods. Thank all of the gods at this point, honestly.
Okay. And Eric will lead you back down to the White Lady Inn with Weissman, and they will just let you, do whatever it is you want to do. As long as you don't have any intentions to try to leave the inn, they just basically get a table downstairs and just make
Hang
sure
out.
you don't leave. You're like on a very loose house arrest in a sense.
Tavern arrest.
Yeah. As you come back, you
Malice
see.
turns to Scratch and is like, I don't know how you live on the surface with men thinking they run the place. I mean, a man told me to be quiet. A man.
I mean, I think it's more 50-50 around here, but probably whoever is strongest or most stubborn or old. It depends usually.
In Drow society, if a man had told me to be quiet, I would have cut him from neck to navel and been told good job.
Perhaps. Yetis usually settle this by fighting you know, something like a duel, so but it's more like less civilized. They like beat each other to death in the snow.
Well, my friend, I think if you decide to cut him from belly to neck, that would be well, that would be big trouble for you there. So
It will also be very,
Thankfully-
Which is why I
Cool.
chose not to do
Nice.
it. I thought it was quite a good level of restraint.
Indeed. It will also be pretty impractical with the Morning Star, no? Like,
I have daggers.
oh,
okay. Well, should we go and see this thing in the White Lady Inn?
Yes,
Yeah,
let's
I
summon a
would like to.
ghost.
Hey,
They
you-
say we can talk some ghosts.
have you turned back to the White Lady and you hear a few people and they point as you get him like, that's them. They're the ones who were by the ferry with those big fellas. Hey, what's all going on over there then? What's all that about?
Don't worry, they're dead now.
Murderers! Heathens!
Again, it's not murder, it's pest control.
but she means self-defense.
Now, friends. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. You're back just in time. We are about to see if maybe the spirit of the White Lady can help us. Shall we see what she has to say? There's still a few of us in the back getting ready.
Could the spirit of
Okay.
the White Lady wait until I've let my dog out to piss?
Spirit of the White Lady could maybe wait for that.
Thanks.
Or at least I can do a bit of rooting up the room.
I'm gonna go to Scratch. I'll say, Scratch, you are pretty, perception. I don't know how to fucking say
Oh,
this
he
word.
just said she
You're
was
very
pretty.
perceptive. Yes, you're very perceptive. Correct.
I think I am, yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I can trust this guy fully with his, with his little show thing happening there. So keep an eye out, see if you see anything, trying any dirty tricks.
Sure. I can do that for you. And yeah, Scratch is trying to find a place in the room where she could have a good angle on the man and the room at large.
He's trying to usher you guys into like a little back room, so it's not like the main
Okay.
inn.
Cool. In that case, could she just keep? Could I do a perception check to see if she to actively perceive on Bahagor's request for any foul play?
Yeah, you could do that. When you if you go into the room with him, you see there's about 6 other people in here. There is burning incense that's kind of like filling the room with this like smoke. There are little multicolored lamps and silks all hung from the rafters, and several candles are illuminating a circle of fairly uncomfortable looking guests, all sitting like cross-legged on the floor. Ronaldo, the bard, moves around, pushes back the sleeves of his robe, raises up his hands and closes his eyes and intones, "Lady who watches from the lake, come to us in our darkest hour. Tell us what you've seen." And there's a pause, and then a thick frost begins to foam on the inside of the room's windows, turning them opaque, and the candles all start to go out one by one. Can you feel it? She is close. Would you like to make a perception check, Scratch, if you're keeping an eye out for anything strange going on?
Sure. Would this be a minute after? Guidance is cheap for this thing. I'll just do the straight roll. That'll be a 24.
Oh, he saw everything.
24. Yeah, you don't see any, there's no obvious... How the windows have frosted over like that, the candles are going out on their own,
Whoa, you said the White Lady would wait for me to let my dog out to piss.
she has waited for you. She's not fucking done anything yet. She's just made the windows cold and made some handles go out. Nothing. All I did was read a description.
Before we start summoning, can I cast see invisibility?
Sure. You cast the invisibility. You don't see anything of note. At least not initially. Here, as the windows all frost over. Ronaldo's like, we must try to reach out to her and see if we can make a connection. Do any of you want to try to reach out or connect to this Spirit?
Scratch would.
No.
I will. Yes. I would like to try to reach out.
Well, how are you guys reaching out? What do you? Because he's not just like specifically asking you. He's asking like the whole room, and you see some people start like praying like underneath their like breath. Some people like close their eyes. Like
I think Bahago's gonna close his eyes. He's gonna try to focus, obviously, because he doesn't have memory of what happened. So he's trying to maybe focus, concentrate to see if he can remember anything of his past, or after what he's heard in another town about.
Sure.
This person being murdered and stuff. So maybe try to reach out to that person. I don't know. Just try something. See if you get anything in his head.
Scratch would just focus on the tale that she was told about this ghost, and start retelling it and retelling her story in Druidic.
Yeah.
But she'd still but she would keep her eyes open. She'd have...
Alrighty. As you kind of like begin reaching out and trying to communicate in whatever which way, anyone who is trying to help Ronaldo, I would like you to make a persuasion check, please.
And Bodger running late after trying to get some bar snacks from downstairs. If there's anything, even if it's just like a tiny little bowl of peanuts, he's going to try and get him to like top it up a bit so he's got something to,
Sorry, I'm late.
snack on.
Complete breaks of concentration.
Everyone's there praying. It's like, pardon
I'll
me.
help.
I was getting snack.
Sorry, I'm sitting here, my friend. Excuse me. It's always the people in the middle of the summoning circle.
Like,
We had people
I'm a
mutter that
halfling,
about us as we got late to a theatre show. We were like right in the middle of the row, and somebody was like, "Why is it always people in the middle of the row who are late?" It's like, we're sorry.
That's why you always go for the edge, so I can be the one complaining. But yeah, Bodger being a halfling, he'd be able to like nip in between everybody and get to pretty much wherever he wants anyway, with his little bowl of peanuts.
Alice, are you helping at all?
No, Malice learned the hard way about reaching out to entities, and now she has one eyeball.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reaching out. 19.
Alrighty. You hear Ronaldo like, she is with us. I can feel her. She's here. Malice, you see directly behind Ronaldo with hands on either one of his shoulders an invisible creature. You see a woman shrouded in like white etherealness. She looks like she has been dragged through thorn bushes. She's like covered in cuts and scrapes. She has a horrible expression on her face, and you just see both of her hands just resting on his shoulders.
By Alistair, I genuinely thought you were bullshitting me, but yeah, there she is.
She's willing. She's willing to answer some questions. Please, ask anyone. Ask something. Keep it simple. Yes, no, or simple answers.
Malice will look directly at the spirit and like give her a little nod to see if she seems to realize that she can see her.
She doesn't seem to hear you or take much notice of you.
Bahago's gonna go, who am I? To her.
Who am I? I don't fucking know, man.
I mean,
You're a big dragon boy.
He's trying to figure out. He said, ask anything. That's what Bahago's gonna ask him. Who
Imagine if she was just like, oh, you're
really
that
am
fucking
I?
milk guy who's been going around.
The milkman.
That's the milkman right there.
Malice, you see she turns from Ronaldo, keeping one hand on his shoulder, and she turns to the window and she begins to write. And as she draws her finger across, the ice breaks and falls away. She begins to write out letters. And as she does so, you hear people like, like grabbing shoulders. Like you hear someone like mutter like a prayer to Lathan, like Lathan protect us from the summoning spirit. Like, like this like pure panic setting in a little bit. People are seeing like literally a ghost is like riding on the window, and it completely blows my mind. And Malice, if not for your sea invisibility, you would also not know what was riding it. It just looks like it's appearing, like it's just like being spelled out itself. And she just writes IDK.
That was not very helpful. IDK. My name is Idwick. Idwick.
Maybe that's your name. Maybe your name is Idk.
Maybe
And then she writes ONT and then NOW like next to the D and K.
Scratch would ask, like, what do you seek?
Juno, I know you don't have to pee. You just want to go out and sniff the air.
She writes, she would write, missing loved one across the window.
I don't remember this bitch's story. It's been too many weeks. Who is she missing?
The hunter, no?
I don't remember.
Does anyone know what that means?
Scratch would probably have a follow-up question. Can you lead us to him? Or where?
She replies, she would reply, lost to me. And then as soon as she writes that, the window begins to rapidly melt. Some of the candles begin to light up again. And Ronaldo like breathes out a little bit. And you would just see Malice, that the spirit, since she writes that follow-up question, she turns her head, she looks directly at Scratch, who was asking the questions, then she just disappears.
No, I had so many questions.
She may only answer 3.
She didn't look anything like a werewolf.
Ronaldo like staggers to his knees. He's like,
should I change my name to Idick now?
Yeah, I think
I don't
Idick
know.
would suit you.
Idick.
Right, mate.
Idick. What a powerful name. Must be from like up north. The strong mountains. Yes.
Perhaps it's a Goliath name.
Yes, Idick. Yes. The emphasis on a K at the end.
But I think that it's more like Idk. You don't put
yes. It could be my surname.
You don't put the second I in there. It's like Idk. And you
Bahagor Idick. Yes.
Idick.
I'm pretty sure Odick is more appropriate for him, though. Seems like it. Odick.
What would you have for your last name? Idick
Yeah,
what?
that could be my. Maybe that's my last name.
I
Bahagor
think
Idick.
Idick Goats, I think, would be appropriate for you, mate. I think that.
Or Idick Bahagor.
Maybe. Don't mind. I'm just
What about like ice or something? You use a lot of ice weaponry,
Yes,
like
could
Idick
be.
ice,
Ice.
Probably, yeah.
Idick
Dagger,
snow.
Knowledge.
Idick Frosty Balls.
Idick. Bahagor shall be called Bahagor Idick now. Idick.
Idick and Snowballs. How about that?
That's my surname. Powerful name. I'm going somewhere now.
With the fact that he changed the surname of Karen.
well, anyway, Ronaldo is like, we will try to reach out again tomorrow. Next time, ask about the chest in the lake. I'm really hoping one of you would ask that. It's hard for me to ask questions when I'm channeling.
I wasn't
That one
expecting
from-
her to look like that.
No
So-
I gotta do this tomorrow again, so I can ask about a chest tomorrow.
Yes. We'll try
Okay,
again
so
tomorrow
we do-
night at midnight.
We'll do it tomorrow midnight then.
Alright.
Bahagor Idick.
I don't think she was writing I don't know, but she wrote in a shorthand and then you asked her who you are and she said she didn't know you, which would make sense. She's been
No.
dead a long
I
time.
mean, if she said she didn't know, she would say, I don't know.
She
But
followed up
I
with don't
did-
know whenever you started asking what I dick meant. That might have been one of her questions she can answer once a day.
Oh. Okay.
Don't listen to him, Idick. I think you should keep it.
Oh no.
Is that
I would
Idick?
like to think she's called me Idick.
Well,
Okay, we'll come
Anyway-
back tomorrow. Ask you a question about the fucking chest.
and wait, Malice, you saw her?
Yes.
How
The
does she look
invisibility
like?
is quite a simple spell.
And could you why didn't we just follow her now? Like, if she, where did she go?
Just
She just disappeared now.
faded away.
She's-
Oh, fuck, I guess.
She definitely didn't
Oh,
turn
but-
invisible, because I would still see her.
It just reminded me. I was meant to have a date tonight. Fuck!
Not tonight, tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
You twat.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness.
Oh yeah, with the actual
With the Nazi.
the Nazi, yeah.
The hot
She's not
Nazi.
a Nazi. She's a very nice lady. She's
My
got-
date with the
she's very
white
strong.
supremacist.
Dimitra, my skin, the actual white supremacist, a white dragonborn white supremacist. Yeah, that's the one.
She's got a big poster on her wall that says white power. And then there's just a white dragon underneath.
White dragon. Maybe I'm her type. She is my type. Nice and strong.
I always assumed your type was like others.
What do you mean others? I mean, I barely see any dragonborn, especially a white one like myself. Everyone knows we're the best of
Careful, mate.
the dragonborns.
Hey mate, how about you eat some of these nuts, alright? Keep your mouth busy while we've got people over here and
You hear like as like the like those commoners like trickling out of the back room. You hear them like, "What is with these white dragonborn and this racism shit?" As they like walk out. Like, I swear we changed the rules of this game to get away from all this kind of stuff.
I like
Weird
that
that we just leave that in.
I like that in this moment, I, a literal drow, am the least racist member of this party. I've
at
been
least
beat.
not most racist. I'm
Fucking
like,
racist.
Dragonborn is no racist. It's just
Bold words,
gender,
slave owner.
genders people all the time.
Hey, I don't own slaves anymore.
anymore. I ate them.
I didn't eat them. They got taken off me.
You sound
And
like
then you
a
ate
US politician running for office circa 200 years ago.
I don't
one of those,
own
like,
slaves
Revisios.
anymore.
I don't own slaves
Slave
in
Revisios.
this country.
No, that would be the Rosenars in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We don't own slaves anymore in this country.
Only where it's still legal and allowed.
As God intended.
I mean, there was a thing where they, like, traced back, like, in the UK, every single, like, member of parliament, they, like, traced back where they got their wealth from, and literally, like, everyone bar two people, it was slavery.
Wow. Fuck.
And then they were all like, stop that. That's libel. And it's like, no, it's not. You did it.
I wonder how. I wonder why.
Okay, right. That was
Yeah.
quite eventful.
Well, I think we should go get that rest. I hope
Yes.
I hope our chat with the captain tomorrow won't be too long. I still want to see the wizard before they try and burn him at the stake.
Sure. I might have a quick chat with this elf. Sorry, with this with this tiefling tomorrow as well about people squatting it.
You
quick
are not
chat,
good
sure.
at telling race or gender.
But to be fair, Bahagor does not see race or gender.
Unless it's
Some would
white
say anti-God.
dragonborn, in which case, like, the
With a big
best.
ass. With a big, strong ass.
I like to think that in Bahagor's head, it's just like, white dragonborn, everything else.
But like,
It's just,
Oh, wow.
it's just white dragonborn and not white dragonborn, and he can't identify anything else.
this is the part where we find out that it's actually a guy that Bahagor misgendered, and we were just gonna run with it.
Right.
I
okay.
mean, it's good that I cast the sea invisibility and he can't cast it, because he would have just been there like, the white lady's a man!
Look at that man is standing over there. Look at him.
That's a
There's white
man,
in the
baby.
corner.
It's just like the old ladies. Like they look like man to Bahagor. It's like, look at this old man over here with a beard.
You have to admit, she is rather mannish. That's my mother, damn it! My mother!
Look at the size of Adam's apples.
Oh, it'd never not be funny, that joke.
Okay.
Is that Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Or
It's Basil Exposition.
Basil
Some of Harry's
Exposition?
favorite films.
So good.
We watch them often. To be fair, they are good
Not that-
brain rot material,
Like, no more than once a year. Like,
which is way less often than I watch my favorite movies, which is at least like every other month.
My favorite brain rot movie material is Team America. I had to watch that at least like twice a year at some point.
I really
that
like
track.
the live-action Scooby-Doo movies. I can't really defend them as movies beyond I like them.
It makes the bisexuals happy, so I can't
I-
disagree with this.
Actually, I can defend it in one thing, which is the casting is excellent.
Yeah,
The casting of Shaggy is great in this.
Like-
I think we're running off fucking topic. This is usually what we do before sessions.
Yeah.
That's fucking during.
like everyone's like socially starved this week or something. You're all just like, oh god, human interaction, we can talk.
I shouldn't be socially starved. I've been spending way too much time with people, and I've been spending way too much time with, like, literal children.
the wrong kind of people.
They'll be socially starved.
But I've had two different groups of those children tell me that they thought I was 20, so...
Wait,
Thanks,
are you
kids.
calling me a literal
Best friends
fucking
now.
child? Are you calling me a fucking
They're
child?
16!
Oh shit, UK has it.
Well,
a
some of them
different
are like
look.
17 and 18, but that's still a child, honestly, sorry.
We get to university at our 20s.
I'm not going to university, I'm going to college. They're different.
Oh shit, we use interchangeably. Cultural differences. Cool.
Correct. A blizzard.
But yes,
morning.
you are but in other words, yes, you are a child to
A
me, sorry.
blizzard in the morning descends
You get to be a
upon
grown-up
the
when you're
town
21.
of East Haven. But by the time you all awake, after staying up late for your seance, you wake up around 9 a.m. The blizzard has more or less blown over.
Scratch, can we get a weather report?
Yeah, but in the morning.
There are a few storm clouds over East Haven as you wake up and look out your window. It is dark outside, however, but you can somehow still tell that they are storm clouds and not merely normal clouds. I guess they look angrier. I would say they look more grey, but it's dark, so they probably look black. Let's be honest. Clouds at night. They all look like storm clouds. Never mind.
Clouds at night mostly just look like I can't see stars.
Yeah, pretty much. But because there's no natural light source, because Oriel has robbed it of you all, storm clouds overhead. Scratchy, do weather report?
Yep.
The storm clouds will remain till 10 a.m. Then there will be some heavy snow, followed by a brief hailstorm for 2 hours and then 1 hour. Then a very brief period of overcast. Then a second hailstorm for 2 hours. Then overcast right up until 8 p.m. Then another hailstorm for a couple of hours. Then heavy snowfall deep into the early hours of the morning before turning overcast and light cloud coming into the next day.
Cool. Yeah. Scratch would probably, wake up, do her thing, and probably as she's heading off to breakfast, probably like Malice gets up earlier, doesn't she?
Yeah, Malice is awake from like 4 in the morning or whatever.
Malice, I'm just curious. Before you head off, you at some point earlier, I think when we were at the tower, you said to Bahagor to not touch the altar, or that you know what how it is when you piss off a god, Buch. I didn't want to plan the spot. I was just curious, like how did you piss off a god, like by changing from Lolth to Elistra?
It's kind of an odd story. I was raised to become a priestess of Lolth. It's a incredibly great honor and a very difficult thing to procure in your family, but mother chose me. And the day of the ritual, everything was going fine. We had done the sacrifice, and the next step is to officially get your blessing from Lolth. Unfortunately, when my mother reached out, she was told that I had been soiled as a blessing. That I had been touched by another god already. So, my mother attempted to kill me due to that issue. That's where and she like lifts the eye patch, and you can see there's just like, it looks like someone literally clawed her eye out of her fucking head.
You.
Luckily, or unluckily, I'm not sure anymore, I was still holding the ceremonial dagger, so I don't know if she survived. I just ran. I could see from both eyes, but one eye wasn't in my head anymore. It was very disconcerting at the time. I pulled it out not long after. I couldn't move like that. And then Alistray's Cove found me. They said that I had been cast out, and if I had been cast out from Lolth, then most likely I had been chosen by Elistray. So they took me in and taught me her ways instead.
I'm sorry that happened to you. That sounds horrible. But if it had not, we wouldn't have met. So at least there is that silver lining. You're a good companion, Alice.
Thank you.
I appreciate your learning of things around. Even though you should not talk about killing Duragar as pest control. Just a word of advice.
I am still struggling to learn.
You'll get there eventually.
It
took me a while to adjust. People are strange. Much more complex than Yetis, with all their games and stuff. But,
I grew up in a world where you were taught that things that I now know are cruel were... It's hard to explain. It's like... Imagine tomorrow you learnt that, I don't know, standing on the snow was cruel to the snow. Even if you're provided all the proof in the world, it feels strange when you've been walking on the snow your whole life to be told it's cruel.
That's
a
way to put it.
I killed my first person at about 4 years old. My first drow when I was 9.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And I then proceeded to do that for the next 250 years. It was commonplace to me. And then one day, it wasn't anymore. Most people who go to Elistray grew up feeling it was cruel, but I never did. I don't know why she chose me. I think I would have been very good as Lolth's priestess.
Perhaps you'll find out one day, but it will be probably a long journey for you to fit in somewhere, anywhere. But you're already walking, so that's halfway there. Some people, I presume, never start. Now it's just waiting it out till you find your destination, sooner or later. And for as long as our paths remain crossed, will happily be there to be a guide on any human.
Glad I came across you. I don't think many people would have been happy enough to share a room with a drow.
Perhaps. I've shared a room with or a cave with Yetis for 10 years. You can't be much worse than that.
I wonder what people would pick, given the choice.
I'm not sure. I honestly have never been too exposed to how people interact with drow due to the fact that none are really here. Who knows?
We have a bad reputation, but I can't really complain. We've earned it.
Fair. Anyways, I'll go check on the on Bodger and Bahagur to see if they are alive, and I'm gonna go see if what the weather will be like.
The camera like pans across from one
The,
bedroom to the other.
Bodger survived the night after Bahagor chugged that.
Fucking rank, mate.
No, I'm nervous, Bodger. I'm nervous. I haven't spoken to a female dragonborn in a long time.
I hate to say it, mate, but you went 24 hours without milk, so either it's some fucking withdrawal.
Maybe that's what. Maybe I should drink more milk before meeting her. I don't know. Actually, Bodger, have you got any tips for me?
I'm not giving you my tip, mate. You mean like for talking to people?
Yeah, talking to
Okay, don't fuck racists.
Great tip.
It's good advice
That
for
is-
life.
That advice is officially sponsored by Ready
She's
Steady
a lovely
Cred.
white dragonborn, like me. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
I get that, mate. But don't fuck racists.
Okay, I don't like. I've got another tip for me. I don't like that one.
Drink 5 pints of milk, whatever makes you feel strong. Immediately before the date, chug 5 pints of milk. You'll be absolutely fine, mate. I used to do it with beer, or wine, or rum, or whiskey once, never again. And you know, it was fine.
Do you think? Do you think I should do 5 pints of milk?
Minimum. Get them lined up, mate. Just chug them. Your system will be like, all right, yeah, we got this, and it'll be absolutely fine. And you definitely won't blow it and end up not being out of like a racist.
Is that what you do before you go and meet the ladies? Drink 5 pints of milk.
Have any of you guys read that Reddit story where the guy had to bail out of the car to shit in the middle of the road?
All I'm saying, mate, is go to what makes you feel strong, what makes you feel you, right?
Right.
Have a
drink milk.
have a load of that,
Nice.
and then you'll be absolutely fine, mate. Don't worry about it. I think that's about right for how I've delivered that.
I don't know why. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic with me or if you're actually being honest with me, Bodger.
Real an insight, you've got to beat a 3.
Bodger, I don't think you're honest with me, mate.
Don't want you to fuck racists, mate.
Why makes you think she's racist? I mean, she was lovely with me.
Yeah, she was lovely with you because you're a white dragonborn.
I think you just need to listen.
She reckons
I'm
everyone
gonna
else
meet
who ain't
her.
a white dragonborn is
I'm gonna
beneath
meet her. I'm gonna meet her. I'm gonna, you know, she's gonna prove to me she's a nice dragonborn, and then I'm gonna introduce her to you all.
All right,
And then
how about this
I'm
then? Here's a question: how are you gonna prove that she's a nice dragonborn, that she's a nice person?
I don't know. I just have to talk to her first.
Okay, how about, here's a tip, get her to interact with someone who's not a white dragonborn, someone she don't owe anything to, right?
I have an idea. How about you come with me?
How about go fuck yourself?
No, seriously, maybe she has a friend. Yes, maybe she has a friend, you know, one of those little people. Like you know, the one with the beard and stuff. Yes, one of those. They're perfect for you.
This is not officially sponsored by Ready Steady Cred.
You know those ladies with a beard, like you know, and then we'll get 5 pints of milk each. That's 10 pints between us. Can you imagine that? Oh, that's gonna be a killing of a date.
I can't wait for this to play out.
I'm getting a room of my own, mate.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go.
I don't want a double date with you, a racist friend who's a little person with a beard, and me. I've been on
You're a
some
little
weird.
person as
I've been
well.
on some weird group dates, mate. Don't even get me started. I used to know sailors and pirates. A lot of my social circle with those people. They're very free with stuff like that, but not that.
Oh, I thought you were
How
my
about
friend,
how
Roger.
about this? How about this? Right, I'll come with you, but we need like a code word for if she's a fucking horrible person. You trust me and you get out. You ain't gonna be able to see shit because all your thinking blood's gonna be down there, mate.
Yeah.
So you need somebody to drag you out of it. So I need a code
Fine.
word that's going to snap you out of it because she's a fucking horrible person. Otherwise, I cut you loose, mate.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Okay, so what word should we use?
How about a word that you're going to remember? Because if I tell you a word, you're going to have forgotten about it like 3 seconds later.
Okay.
I'm not saying that
How
you don't
about-
listen or pay attention sometimes, but it's quite a thing you do. How about this? Don't make it a gendered word because you'll fuck that up too.
Okay, how about if the word was a word?
I'm going for breakfast, mate.
He rolls out of bed. He heads down the stairs. Seamless.
Yeah,
Roger, come back.
straight down for breakfast, not even fully dressed.
Yeah. Fine, we'll go. The code word is jingles.
All right, jingles it is then. All right.
Jingles.
And yeah, I'll head down for breakfast. Still probably only 3/4 dressed. Finishing dressing myself on the way. Bump into Scratch and be
I like to imagine like the door closes and you're just like,
So, hi Butcher, all good?
mate, I need to get paid more for this fucking gig.
So-
paid for what fucking Bahagor?
Being a fucking carer, mate.
Boy is gonna go with me to the date.
I've got to be.
my. It's gonna be my
personal fucking
wingman.
minder.
It's gonna be my wingman. Can you believe that? Oh boy, I'm excited.
Wait, for your date with the ice...
Bill, you have a
ice
friend
maiden
behind you.
worshipping white supremacist, white dragonborn.
No, she's no supreme. What kind of race is that? She's a white dragon.
That date, yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm not sure what kind of race that is. I mean, she's a white dragonborn, and I can tell she's a very proud one.
Look, hey, mate, what's she proud of?
I don't know. Look, she's strong. She's a powerful dragonborn. She's got nice personality.
Didn't she talk
Everything.
about looking forward for everybody to die except her and other ice and other Frostmaiden worshippers?
Her being strong has nothing to do with her being a white dragonborn, right? I'm all about being proud of who you are as a person, right? But if you're thinking that I'm proud to be a white dragonborn, okay, but what about being a white dragonborn in
Well,
the act of being a white dragonborn is something to be proud of?
maybe she's a proud person, but it just so happens she's a white dragonborn.
Okay, and that's something a little bit different, mate. Because if you say, I'm a proud white dragonborn, that's different to saying, I'm a proud person and I'm a white dragonborn. They're very different, and I know it's subtle, but I need food if I'm going to be arguing like this.
Scratch, you
I
know
need
how I
food.
said earlier that I'm struggling to adjust to some thoughts?
Yeah.
I don't think being around Bahagor helps that.
I think it's fine. Like, you get to experience the worst of your urges to punch somebody.
Right.
And
Okay.
when you-
Anyway,
I'm going to look over here, but I don't know what these thoughts are that you're having. But I'm totally with you. I don't know nothing about your journey or your struggles, but mate, what the fuck?
I just think that
Why?
maybe
Why
some
us?
people here have too many rights. Like, maybe somebody should be supervising him.
Mate, I'm trying my best. I promise I'm trying my best. But he has so many rights, he's turned so many of them to fucking wrongs.
And
That's the problem.
I just feel like maybe that supervision should be allowed to include more flogging.
Yay! Alright, I'm down for that. Hey, Bahagor, you alright with that?
okay.
Alright then, deal. I'm gonna like jump up, sort of do a little 180, jump up, give you a high five to seal the deal, and hope that you actually meet me. Otherwise, I will drastically over rotate on my spin. And with that,
Fine.
breakfast. It's only the 4th time I've mentioned it, and it's only the 5th time I thought I've needed it. We need some food to start this day. We're
I'll give
already
you
late.
absolutely no prizes for guessing what it is.
What is it?
It's
It's-
fish.
Oh.
All right, lovely. So, lovely little knucklehead trout here for you for this morning.
Fucking knucklehead trout.
It's your favorite. Everyone's favorite here.
That's because it's the only food source you people seem to eat.
Oh. We also eat, somebody put things under the trout. My Sandra, she does a lovely, a pine needle soup. It's really nice with knucklehead trout on top. Gives a bit more flavor. You're all looking at me like you don't like fish.
No, I just want a milk.
It's fine.
We can get, we can do milk. Yeah, milk.
Oh, can you give me 5? I need 5 pints of milk, please.
5 pints of the poor
Yes.
goat. Yeah, we can
I've
get you
got
5
very
pints of milk,
I've got a very
sure.
important meeting happening shortly, so I need to be prepared.
Are you?
5 pints?
We milk it
Yes,
fresh, so just give us a
Yes.
minute.
But
Let him-
I've
let him have
asked
it.
Roger, do you need to
I'll-
get a different room tonight?
Oh yeah.
I asked the boarder for advice, and he definitely said they'll definitely have 5 pints of milk. I was like, okay.
While you guys are having your breakfast, and Bahagor's waiting for his 4th of 5 pints, which is being run to him tapas style as the dish is ready, that is being milked fresh from the goat in the back.
Warm.
Sometimes they're probably just reusing the same 2 glasses, as this poor goat is given all she's got. Eventually,
I don't think Bahagor has ever had 5 pints of goat milk in the world.
Sure.
I'm hoping for.
it takes a minute to set in. It doesn't like happen instantly. But yeah, eventually, stepping through the door, wearing a fur hat and a tailored coat, kind of like stepping in, you see a quite tall, fairly like grizzled-looking half-elf woman. They step inside, and she kind of like moves up. Sorry, just the book refers to her as she introduces herself, and then later in the same sentence says he then, and it's like, I don't think this book knows what gender this person is. There is she. Yeah, she comes in, and you see the 2 guards who like were here last night with you, like rise a little bit, like are like. Like one of them manages like a small little salute, and she's like, "At ease. You 2 can go. I'll handle this." "Oh, yes, Captain." And they like hurry off, and she kind of like moves over. "So you 4 are the strangers who have done a little bit of damage to the ferry and killed a few people. Is that correct?"
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Malice
That's
going
nice.
to correct people and then remembering what Scratch told her and biting her tongue.
Right.
Learning. It's growth.
Learning.
Like it.
Excuse me, we're defending ourselves. That's different.
Of course, no, I'm not here to argue with you. My sergeant said you had some evidence of perhaps foul play of these individuals who you attacked.
Of course. Bahagor, if he could.
Yes, here it is. I go like my backpack. Show her
Exit.
the map. Show her the letter.
All right, and this letter talking about the ferry, where did you get it?
Of another Duergar cell that we encountered on our travels. They seem to be in a lot of 10 towns, all over 10 towns. So we
Where was that exactly? Do you remember?
This
We
letter
could
was
point it out on a
Old
map.
Fort? It was an old fort, right?
It was in one of the outposts. I can't remember. I can't remember
The
exactly where it
actual
was.
cell was in a little outpost, yeah, just near Kelvin's cairn. But the town that you were in was Cairconnig.
Yeah.
It's
have
between,
sorry.
between Calvin's Cairn and Cairconnig, yeah. There.
They'll have some music Chronic, and then we followed the tracks down to this little cave, and it turns out to be an outpost.
And what is it
Guards.
that they're doing?
From what we understood and for what information we managed to gather from them,
Bless you.
they're mounting a full-scale takeover of 10 towns with an army. And apparently, if I recall correctly, because the one person that we managed to get information out was scared shitless, they have acquired their leader, I can't say his name, pronounce it, they acquired the still beating heart of a red dragon that they are using for malicious purposes.
Yes, Sordok, the
Sordok.
warlord, wants to It has a forge that's powered by a still beating heart of a red dragon.
And they are working on reclaiming the cursed metal. What's his name? The one that makes you go insane. The one that Bodger had around his neck and threw away.
Talking about Shardlerin.
Yeah,
yes, that's the one.
Shardolin. Yeah, they are working on gathering Shardolin, and presumably using the dragon heart to forge it into weapons of sort.
Right. Well, that is quite a lot of information, but I don't think you're lying. Thank you. You can have these back, and she'll hand them back to you. I'm sure that the speaker would love to speak to you more about this. Speaker Waylon. They will probably be free for a chat after the burning.
Yeah, we actually. Is it possible if we could speak to that man before he's burnt?
You don't want to speak to this individual.
No, we do.
Oh, we would.
We do.
We encountered his clone.
His what?
Simulacrum, I believe he called it. Basically, he's a wizard, and when he made a copy of himself.
Oh, I hope you had the smart move to kill it. The man's a murderer.
Well, that's what that's why we want to. He has information that could prove useful with the whole Duragar situation. So at least if we could try and get it out of him before you burn him, you know.
Make a deception check, guys. I don't think he.
He doesn't. Oh shit!
I don't think you found anything that would suggest that connection.
Okay, my bad. I thought.
Unless you think you have, but I don't think you have.
In that case, she wouldn't say that. My bad.
Yeah, the clone, the simulacrum was talking about like researching and like some
murder?
city.
Okay.
There was a few individuals here, some adventurers actually who helped save the town. A few months back, he took them away, and he hired them from a mission, and one of them made it back here quite badly hurt and claimed that the wizard had attacked them with his magic and tried to murder them all in cold blood. Succeeded, it seems. That one unfortunately died to his wounds not long after getting back here.
In that case, if we could still speak, but if he's to die either way, he has some information that could be useful to us in a different investigation.
I would advise you speak to him at your own peril. It took all of my guards to restrain him, and he managed to convince two of them to cut their own throats.
And you want to burn him. You didn't kill him. You want to.
We're going to burn him at a stake.
In public.
Yes.
You want to gather people around him.
He's bound, gagged, and blindfolded at the moment, chained to a wall. He's not doing much.
Alright.
Ooh.
Believe me, my suggestion was to remove the tongue and fingers of a mage of that caliber, but the speaker would rather a whole sacrifice go to the Frostmaiden if we're going to make one anyway, which I can't argue with. But it's not this is not revenge, this is not vengeance, this is simply to deter others from going down this same path at a public forum.
Alright.
I suppose we don't have anything in here that nullifies magic.
If you do, that would be most useful.
Okay, so you don't. Okay.
I have something, but it won't be overly useful if we want to talk to him.
Doesn't sound very helpful to me. Anyway, not the reason why I came here. You are all free to go from the inn whenever you see fit. For dealing with this threat to East Haven, I dropped by the town hall this morning, and the speaker has authorized for the four of you this, and they produce 50 gold pieces in 4 pouches, 50 gold pieces each. Give them to you.
50 each. Oh, that's
50
good.
each. Big payout.
Nice.
Oh, that's very generous of you. Thank you very much.
Consider this a gesture of thanks and goodwill, but also a way to pique your interest, as it were. We've also had a situation recently where you seem to be adventuring type heroes. We had 4 fishers go missing on Lakdinish here about a 10-day ago. The coastline is quite difficult to sail because of the ice flows, but the savvy anglers prefer it. There are 2 competing fishers from the other lakes and towns there. If you found time to go north out of East Haven and had a little scout around there, and search for them. It's potentially got waylaid or a boat got damaged, and they've had to set up some kind of camp. If you could help find them and bring them back, we would make sure that you were well rewarded for your time, if that was possible.
We can certainly look into that.
All right. Sure. Thank you. And
I'm not
when did you
authorized to
say-
give you a reward for that, as we've already expended a lot of the town's coffers in this initial thanks. However, I do have a scroll and a grey bag of some kind of magical property that we've confiscated from the wizard that I would offer to you that could go missing from an evidence locker.
Oh, that sounds fair. Also, when did you say that we were supposed to meet the speaker? In the afternoon, correct?
Yes, they'd be free to speak after the burning had taken place. You'll see them. They should be present. They'll likely give a small...
And if we wished to speak to the wizard, would you allow us at our own peril?
Make me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Persuasion. Disadvantage. That wasn't disadvantage.
Roll it again. Take the lowest one.
9.
Oh, shit.
I would just be very hesitant about letting him be able to speak. Because if he can speak, he can cast a spell. And it could be your death, and that's more blood on my hands. Or worse, he could escape. And then that is even more blood on my hands. By all means, yell your questions at him while he burns. Maybe he'll make some gesture with whatever he can with his hands tied behind his back.
Very well. I understand.
Apologies. If the man was not such a prolific spellcaster and known murderer, I would perhaps be more flexible. But this is, for me, unfortunately, I just wouldn't feel comfortable allowing you to endanger yourself and also potentially the lives of others here, after he has already done so much damage.
What if I could silence him and have him write his answers?
You can make another persuasion check disadvantage if you want. Already try.
Scratch would be like, wait, I forgot. And she would...
That is a crit fail.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know magic very well, but I'm sure you could simply cast magic with a wave of your hand, if I'm not mistaken. I wouldn't want to unbind him and allow him to do all this. It's just, again, this is... Unfortunately, no, sorry.
Scratch would be like, I forgot she'd use telepathy to speak to the captain in her mind. I can communicate with him while he is gagged like this. Sorry, this ability is new to me. I just now have to see him to speak to him, and he can answer without being gagged, while being gagged.
I'll let you
When
make
you say
one
he's a
more
murderer-
persuasion check. Still at disadvantage because you've now failed 2 checks in a row with this group, and she's really pushing a point, and she's becoming less and less agreeable.
15?
Actually, she's like,
16, actually.
as long as it is only in your mind.
Of course. And
Fine.
could we head there now?
We'll need to. There's apparently a bad snows on the way. It looks like we're gonna have to push. We're actually pushing it up an hour early before the heavy snow sets in, so the fire can catch. Come on then, and she'll lead you out. Leads all of you across town to a barrack building. It's kind of down the road from the town hall, like tucked up a side street. She takes you in there, takes you down into the basement, through a heavy iron door, which leads to holding cells, which are all bar-lined cells. Most of them lie empty, with the exception of one in the back, where there's an individual who is shackled by the hands and feet to the walls. You see that there is a burlap sack placed over their head, and they are currently dressed in these wizard's robes, and you see on a little small table just outside of the cell there is a matching red burgundy wizard's hat as well, placed on the actual chair itself.
I forgot his name. I know Avarice. What's this fucker called?
The Zan was
The
what the
Shazam!
Zan?
Shazam!
Zan.
Shazam!
I guess Zan
Zan.
technically. Maybe it's
Zan.
DZAAN. Zan.
All right. In that case, she would look to the party and she speak telepathically, doing the whole circle thing. As like, is there? So what do we want to ask him?
I mean, maybe first of all we should work out if he actually did kill those people, what his side of the story is.
She would speak telepathically to the person like,
Mhm.
Major Zan, I am Scratch, smallest of the deities, and your last hope of surviving before being put to the stake and burned. Greetings.
What is it you want, Scratch?
We encountered you, well, not yourself, your simulacrum, and a friend of yours, we presume, Avarice.
I never
From what
should
we-
have let that damned adventurer escape. How did you find my simulacrum?
By coincidence, we were visiting your area, and we wish to inquire upon a few things. Perhaps we can help each other out.
You
Well,
found
first
the
of all-
tower then?
Indeed. Did you kill those people?
Almost all of them. Instantly. One got away.
Why?
Not let people like you be sold information of where that research was, you buffoon.
Presumed so. On the other hand, you did manage to get restrained here, so who's the buffoon?
I had hoped my disguise would be more than enough for these idiots, but it seems that some of them have a better memory than most.
And perhaps you'd wish to let your simulacrum manage to gain a corporeal form.
Oh, good. And I guess I do not truly die here. I live on. Not my soul, but my memories, my intention. At least my task will be
On the other
completed.
hand, he did perhaps turn into a pile of mush. We didn't really see if he stayed in his state. Who knows?
I am quite... how would you say... intuitive at finding solutions to problems when I'm not chained and bound and gagged and blindfolded to a wall against my will. If you would be so kind as to remove this sack and the blindfold, so I may look upon you.
I'm afraid I cannot do that. I swore an oath to the guards not to touch you, and I'm willing to uphold it.
Well, then I
And
don't
I
see
don't think
how
it's
you're
wise-
going to help me then. My last hope, as you foretold and suggested, it sounds more and more unlikely that that is the case.
Well, to be honest, I just don't find it very smart to show my face to a powerful wizard who almost killed several people instantly.
It does
On a
not
whim.
matter. You've already shown it to me. Not me directly, but me, the other me, which is alive and well and kicking.
That's hard to tell. From what I recall him saying, when he gained his corporeal form, it was either permanent or he would implode. And we didn't see him for long enough to judge. For all I know, he could also be a puddle somewhere east of here.
Oh, it is most probable. Most probable.
It's about, from
indeed.
what I recall, a 30 to something chance. It's hard to tell, numbers are not my thing. Either way,
The simulacrum would know more than I in this. Had more time to study the chamber. I came back here for supplies.
and so, either way, what were you researching, if you care to elaborate?
I don't.
Perhaps it perhaps it would make it more worth our time to save you, if we knew. For all I know, you could have been just mad, being a mad archaeologist digging around for who knows what.
What if I told you underneath this shithole they call 10 towns there is the biggest wealth of arcane knowledge worth more than the entire wealth of Faerun combined, lost to the ages, buried under the ice, something that could turn you and your entire family into the richest, most wealthy people in the entire world, nay, multiverse. What would you say to
Fallen
that?
magical setting?
I would say the
Indeed.
idea of a rich yeti is
You,
really
you don't hear
funny.
this, Malice.
I know,
It's
but
in
the
her.
idea of a rich yeti is really funny. He has a little monocle.
It is an interesting proposition, perhaps. If you would give me a moment to consult my companions. And she would relay this information telepathically to the rest of the party.
Sure.
Well, for what you're telling us, he doesn't seem very remorseful for the crimes he's committed.
He's an evil fucking bastard.
And I don't think we're going to get much information out of him. Unless if we agree to somehow remove the sack of his head. or
Is
his chains,
Scratch
which-
having a deep internal dilemma now where she thinks this guy should get killed, but she doesn't want him to be sacrificed to the Frostmaiden? She's like, just kill him for a different reason.
Yeah.
I think we're not going to go anywhere with this person over here. I think we let them do us whatever they want to do with him.
I do agree, but I think it would be a good idea to try and coax out something more before he goes. And she would speak to him. We found an interesting item on our travels. Maybe perhaps you could know what to use it for, and perhaps, maybe, we could work together on unlocking its secrets. And she would describe the control panel and see if he would recognize it.
The what? Sorry?
The control thing to the
amulet?
The amulet, yes, sorry.
Yes, I left that with my simulacrum. I already know what it does. I don't need your help deciphering it.
Fair.
No offense. You're not a god. You're not going to get me off 4 counts of murder. This conversation
Well-
seems a moot point, but I'm entertaining it as it is more entertaining than listening to a god shitting in a bucket.
Fair. Well, in that case, it was good to know you, and best of luck with the fire. Perhaps at least you can die with the knowledge that maybe, on a 30% chance or so, that you are still out there. Or not.
Better than nothing.
Indeed. And yeah, she just thought, yeah, that about as well as we went. But I would recommend that we attend the burning, as much as I don't approve of sacrificing to the Frostmaiden. I'm not very confident in the abilities of the guards to keep somebody like him in check. So if all goes to shit.
You're escorted out of the barracks then, and it doesn't take you long to follow the chants and jeers of a crowd beginning to gather as you head back up towards the town hall. Not far behind you, being escorted by several guards, still bound and chained, with the sack still over their head, you see a similar-looking figure. They're brought up to the top of this wooden bonfire with a big stake coming out of it. They are pulled around. Their hands are briefly unbound, only to be rebound again behind the post, and then the legs follow, unbound and bound again behind the post, effectively strapping them backwards to the thing, so they can't even move their feet, as they are just completely wrapped around this thing, and it's tight. And they slump their head forward, and as they do so, one of the guards pulls off the burlap sack, and you see stains of bruising and blood around the throat, dry blood, purple bruising across the throat where they've been grabbed or strangled partially. You see that they have a band across their eyes, which is tied at the back, and then over their mouth, which you can tell because their cheeks are stuffed. Their mouth has clearly been stuffed with fabric, and then another gag has been tied over the mouth to stop them being able to actually speak. Almost pulling it taut against their throat. It must be incredibly a dry mouth and unpleasant experience. And the guard takes the sack off, throws it onto the wood below, and then takes that big hat that you saw and then wedges it on to the head of him before stepping off. The speaker gets up, and you see a individual rising into view. and they kind of very like simple-looking commoner, like not too like noble-looking by any means. And he's like, "People of East Haven, this here wizard, he killed many of our men. People who care for us, people who were here, who fought for us. He took them away from us, and you know what he did? He killed them one by one. And the worst bit was, he let one of them run off into the snow, hurt bad. Probably on the assumption he died of his wounds, but he was not. He was a brave soul, and he made it back here to warn us of what this man did. And the brave men who recognized him when he came back into town not 3 days ago. Thank you for your service to help protect us from people like him. If any people think that murder of the people of East Haven will not be answered like for like, they are most wrong in every manner of the word. And with that, Oral, I give upon you this man whose heart rivals yours for coldness. This man who stands before us all. And beneath that gag, you know he smiles. Like Asmodeus himself. So we give him the fire. We give him the Oral. And I hope it fucking hurts. And then he takes a torch of one of the guards and he leans down and the fire like begins to like whip around all of the wood. And it doesn't take long. With this little gentle breeze, the fire takes quickly. And you see that the like straw kind of like lights first, the wood begins to light as well, and fanned by the wind, the fire just catches quickly. Horrifyingly, Stan does not struggle. He does not even let out a scream as the flames waft up over him. And the bundled up spectators around you who can move closer towards the human bonfire, eager to leech some of the warmth from it to not let it all go to waste. The speaker steps out of the block. You see, like, he shakes a few hands. You see, like, some people, like, you're, like, crying, maybe, like, you know, probably dressed in kind of, like, mourning, like, you know, like, attire, like, lots of, like, dark colors. Things like that. No doubt people who are maybe victims of this individual. And he, like, kind of comforts them. You see someone, like, thank them, like, for his words and things like that. And he's like, thank you. And he, like, you know, and they very much, like, well-received kind of warmth, especially after watching a man just be burned alive. And as you kind of look back, you see that the figure is, like, still bound. The fire has fully engulfed them now. The hat, like, barely even visible under the flames. They are, if they were a normal man, at this point, they are well and truly dead after that.
Well, that is that.
I miss the Underdark. Well, anyway.
Well, I'm not sure if anyone deserves that sort of death, but it is done now.
Let's go to the speaker once he is free from the mourners.
You kind of like wait a little bit. Eventually you can like get an opportunity to like grab him, and he kind of turns. He's like, "Oh, you must be the strangers. Had the encounter on the ferry, am I right?"
That would be us.
You're
Captain Imdra told me a little bit about you. I asked her if you wouldn't be perhaps potential look into our missing fishermen. See if you can find our boys and bring them home.
We'll see what we can do.
I do appreciate it. I understand what you do is a dangerous thing. But don't need fucking people like him making it more difficult than it already is.
How many fishermen are missing?
Just
Where
4.
did they go?
4.
Yeah, that's a boat's worth. They had a rowboat. And they would have dragged it across the open ice to the water, and they would have set off. They row along the side of the lake itself on the east side. It's kind of further away from the other towns, so it's not quite as busy. But it can be a bit more treacherous.
How far from here, walking distance, you reckon?
If it was me, I recommend you take a boat. But you can walk along the edge, I suppose. But you'll be slower going.
So any of the fishermen that can take us as close as possible?
there's any left at the angler docks at this time of day, you can assume that the fishermen are already back, or, on setting out. You could always borrow one and drop it back. We're quite an honest place. It's not like it would get very far on the lake anyway.
Okay. Anyone in particular can ask to borrow a boat, or just go there and see any of the fishermen?
If there's a boat free and you really want to go ask someone, go try the wet trout. Someone might be willing to lend you the boat, but like I say, most of us they just leave the boats there and they pick them up the next day. So as long as you're back by morning, it probably wouldn't be too even noticed it was gone.
I see. Okay, well, if you just maybe to mark on the map for us where they are, so we have a general direction where to go.
Aye, yeah, they're
and give you the map.
He like kind of marks just kind of like slightly northeast out of East Haven. There's like a run of the coastline that moves towards like the mouth of a river. And he's like, the normal route would be this way, and then around here, all the floating ice, it's a bit treacherous, so people tend to avoid it. So the fish tend to hide there. So you can maybe get a bit of better bounty. These lot.
Okay, thank you. And then can I just mark on the map?
Yep. You do so. All right. Well, good luck to you. And again, thank you for the help. I believe that you were all well rewarded. Should have been anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And he.
Question, how long have they gone missing for?
A 10-day ago. Got my opinion. They're quite seasoned, those lot. But unless they've been eating the supplies they've been fishing up, they'll have run out of food a couple of days ago. They don't normally go out longer than a day at a time.
Okay. Okay, right. We'll see what we can do.
Even just answers would be enough for the families, you know? Don't leave them wondering.
Hopefully we'll be able to rescue them, and if not, at least try to bring the corpses.
I'm sure that'd be much appreciated.
Also, Scratch would like looked about it as like, Bagor. It's like around 1 o'clock. Weren't you supposed to be somewhere around this time?
Oh shit! Yes, I'm really sorry, Mr. Speaker. I have to attend to something very important. Bodger, come with me, quick!
The snow begins to fall.
If you want, I could just smash your head open with my Morning Star right now, and you don't have to do this.
Oh, look how good I look.
1 second. No, it's fine. I'll go with it.
He thought about it. He thought about
On
it.
that one, it would have been Rob making a new
Do
character.
it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's fine. You know what? If I'm not back in like 2 hours, come find me. I'm pretty sure somebody would be leaving a trail, so it'd be easy to follow. But
He goes like, "Fuck off, Bodger, quick! Hurry up!"
did you just say your own name to make me hurry up? Fucking hell, mate.
I pity the
Only
fool.
5 pints of milk. Not that much. I know you're like turbocharged,
I
but
feel a little bit of butterflies in my stomach. Maybe just me being nervous.
yeah.
That's not butterflies, man.
I don't know. But
that's butter.
It's churning.
Churning.
Self-churning butter.
Maybe he'll get his butter churned later. Anyway, alright, wish me luck, because I'm gonna fucking need it.
Okay. Bahagor, you're heading off towards the wet trout.
Malus, I was thinking about doing some communing with the spirit of the land. Care to join me? Maybe I'm not sure if you do any of your own rituals, but it should be quiet and pleasant.
Sure, I'll tag along.
Thanks.
I let you forgo her name as well.
Okay.
The male experience.
You step.
I don't care.
It's a miracle he identified this as a woman, by the way.
When Bodger says "wish me luck," Malice will cast guidance on him. It only lasts for a minute, so it doesn't really do anything. But you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you what are Scratch and Malice doing while Bahagor and Bodger and Bahagor go off to?
So fuck that racist and watch your friend fuck that racist.
I love that episode of Bodger and Badger, where Bodger watches Badger fuck a racist. Yeah, and she's like, she talks about it. She only likes the white parts of his black and white fur.
That's why it's not on the air anymore.
Yeah, so it's illegal. And it got cancelled.
For fuck's sake. Yeah, Scratch would like to find some secluded place outside the city, like for basically to sit and do something akin to medication, like medication. Fuck.
Medication.
Meditation.
Yeah.
We're leaving to do drugs, okay?
Yeah, she's looking for a bush to do. She'd like to find a nice clearing, basically to sit and commune with the spirit of Icewind Dale.
Okay, you want to like go outside of the settlement?
If that would be
Sure.
okay.
East Haven doesn't have much in the way of like forest around it, bar like a few like sparse copses of like thickets and stuff like that. It wouldn't have like an actual full-blown forest anywhere, so nothing for like a proper clearing. But there are plenty of like open air areas like by the roadside, or if you wanted to go outside of East Haven and like follow the coast a little bit, you could like go down to like where a little river kind of connects Lachdinishire with Redwaters that kind of runs south of East Haven, which is quite like a, you know, if there was ever going to be a gathering spot for nature, that'd probably be a pretty important one.
The river sounds nice. She would go there.
Yeah, so you kind of move down and you like see the river here. Obviously, Redwaters is slightly, it's like an earlier lake than Lachdinishire. It's a little bit smaller, but you can see it has like, even from this distance, like with the snowfall, you can see that it like mountains in the distance that no doubt are feeding into this lake itself. That then obviously is winding through the foothills past East Haven and then into Lachdinishire proper. But you kind of go out there. Malice, you going with? Sure. What exactly are you attempting to do, Scratch?
Scratch would basically just like to sit down, close your eyes, and then try to basically connect with the spirit of the land. And she would start chanting in Druidic. She would chant basically describing how Icewind Dale looks during the spring, and
Sure.
she would just try to vividly with details, like to remind the land what it can be and what it once was before this endless rhyme.
Okay.
And as she casts Druidcraft, we use specifically the bloom mode that makes flowers blossom and seed pods open and leaf buds bloom, hoping to try and find something buried beneath the snow to bring to life.
Sure, make
With
me,
more
for this is going to be, just make like a spell casting ability check. So that'll be a d20 plus your proficiency bonus plus wisdom.
Okay,
So any
I'll just
skill
roll
that you're
one.
proficient in wisdom would also suffice.
Okay, I'll just do a perception check for the simplest. 11.
Oral's magic
Thank you.
is strong, Scratch. And like you like try to like awaken stuff here and make stuff bloom, but besides like the odd snowdrops and things like that, you don't get like a big rush of, you know, green foliage or life breathed in this place. Everything here is, you know, dormant, in hibernation, waiting for that warmth of spring to melt the snows and, you know, let it begin to grow back from deep below the earth where it's settled away and hidden, as everything does during winter. You can only hope that it's not been suffocated by all the snow and ice and cold above it for so long. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Frostmaiden is a powerful, powerful entity.
She would nod sadly. I said, well, that went about as expected, but alas, as they say. Do you do any rituals, Malice, for Alistair?
Yes, some. On the full moon, we're meant to bless our weaponry. And a lot of them involve music and dancing, which is why I'm trying to learn the lute, but I'm not very good yet.
Well, but you're trying. And I think that if they are gods, which well, they are gods, but if they are as wise and as caring as they say about Alistair and such, they will appreciate the act of trying the most.
I hope
Especially
so.
when one is not good at it.
Especially considering that most of our rituals involve stripping naked, which I have not been doing in this weather.
That's understandable. It's not stripping in the cold. The stripping part, each to their own, I suppose. I guess
It's supposed
Alistair
to
is not too
represent
winter-friendly.
freedom and such. I don't know. Leaving arteries that exposed still feels a little wrong to me.
Perhaps, but I presume that these rituals are conducted in circles of friends, perhaps family. I'm not sure how these religions work. I wouldn't call it other druids around here family, mostly because they serve Orel, but
We have a rough familial structure. Most of us are drow, so we're used to using, terms like mother and sister. Brother is a little odd. I never saw my brothers. You only have two? Everyone after that is, not useful, so.
What do you use the first two for?
Breeding.
Ah, fair enough.
Not amongst ourselves, obviously, but trade amongst families.
I presume so. You look too you look too good to be inbred. To be honest.
There are some drow families that think breeding.
I saw some interesting people in the northern regions, and it gets strange.
There are some drow families that believe mixing their blood with other Underdark species will strengthen them. There was one drow family that bred themselves to extinction by attempting to breed with Do you know what an illithid is?
No, I don't think so.
Sort of like if a man and a squid were merged together.
That sounds horrifying. And why would they want to breed with a man squid?
They have certain psionic abilities.
Oh.
They hoped to gain that within their drow line, but well, they're all gone now.
I almost figured they would stop when they were at the point of extinction.
I suppose some people get so obsessed with something they believed in that they can't stop.
Well, I guess that's a whole other topic, especially for drow from what I understood.
As we kind of pan away from Scratch and Malice having this talk, and we leave, flirting with Scratch, like the world's worst guidebook. You look far too good to be inbred.
I was about to say that's a very shitty compliment.
Yeah, a really hey, are you not inbred? Because you look hot.
To be fair, Scratch has fucking grown up with VAT. He's
Babe, you're so
sense.
far from the Habsburg line.
But yeah, as we get ready to descend into whatever the fuck Bahagor is about to do, let's take a little break because Vill's AFK. Okay.